Good morning. Welcome to our Facebook Live this morning. It is Tuesday, the 12th of July, 2022. And normally I'm here in the evening on a Tuesday, but had a slight change of plan as I had a team meeting booked for this evening. And so I'm live here this morning at 10 a.m. So for those of you that are joining me live, hi and welcome. If you're watching me on replay or catch up, whether that's here on Facebook or whether it's on my YouTube channel, then welcome to you too. If you have any queries or comments, then don't hesitate to just pop a question or comment, either live or on replay. Morning, Catherine. And if you're watching on YouTube, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right hand side and tick the notification bell so that you get notified when I go live and when I upload any videos to YouTube. So I created this card yesterday, which seems to have gone down really well. It's almost like a 3D effect. And this is using the lattice die from the Organic Beauty dies, which matches the True Beauty stamp set that we used last week. So I'm just continuing with that because I think there's so much more that I can do with this. And I showed this to everybody at Coffee and Card yesterday. And one of my team members, Scott, suggested this would look really nice if you could do it as an ombre type effect, you know, getting darker or getting lighter. So I thought I'll give that a go. So what I've chosen are all of the blues from the Stampin' Up colour range, and I'm going to start from light to dark. Morning, Jenny. Oh, Kerry even. Hi, Brenda. So these are our assorted blues, and I'm just trying to work out which way to do them. And there are 9 rows going down, and I've got 9 pieces of blue card. I think I have. So I'm just going to try and organize these, hopefully from dark to light. So we've got Pool Party and Balmy Blue, we've got Coastal Cabana, we've got Tahitian Tide, Bermuda Bay, and then we've got the other new in colour. Oh, it's gone out of my mind. Morning, Brenda. You'll have to tell me. Not indigo. Orchid. Thank you. Orchid Oasis. I've got it in my head now. Then we've got Pacific Point. We've got Starry Sky. And then we've got Night of Navy. So I think that's roughly in sort of tone order. Obviously, there's quite a different variation here where you've got the blue greens and the more true blues. But I think that's a fairly accurate light to dark. Yeah, I think that is. It's difficult to know, isn't it? There we go, because the tonal colours are quite different. Okay, let's pop that one there. There we go. So those are going to be my colours. I've already pre-cut a piece of lattice in the basic blacks. I do really like this black card because the lattice work just disappears against it, so you can't actually see the backing. So that is going to go onto there, and then all I'm going to do is cut a strip. I decided not to do the whole thing, it was far too complicated, so I'm just going to put a strip and run that through and attach them and then the next strip, working my way down. So there's a little bit of die cutting involved. I decided not to pre-do this beforehand because I knew I was going to get little bits and get completely confused. So what I'm going to do is literally do that panel, pick out that piece there, attach them. So you'll see how this goes together. If you get bored of me attaching the pieces, wait and come back later. But I hope everybody is okay. I have got the links to these dies, so you can buy the dies on their own. You can also buy it with the stamp set, which is a much better way to do it, because you will get 10% off both the dies and the stamps. Hi Joe, happy anniversary to you and Chris. So let's get going. Let's stick this down onto my black card to start with. So I have trimmed this card down so that it fits here, and I did wonder whether to put a blue piece behind, but I do quite like the fact that it just disappears and it looks like you've literally put those pieces in separately. And there were quite a few other ideas that came out of our coffee and card. So one was to do just a few little groups, so I might have to give that a go later on as well. And I've got other ideas with just the lattice part, and also you could just put this diamond format anywhere you want, so you could actually put those close together. And what I do have are these little pots that they use in for mayonnaise and things like that. So this is the set of pieces from here, so that I could recreate that with different in a different order. I wouldn't normally keep all of those, but if you are die cutting, for example, I've die cut this panel, so I have got a complete set of black pieces. So I won't keep them for very long, but it's just useful to have if I need a few black ones, for example. So I'm just adding the glue. If I can just show you against that, like there, just adding it on the intersections where I can. Try not to do long lines. Oh, let's not get my order mixed up here. Now, when I went live, Facebook said, oh, you can tag items as you go along on your live, so people can click on the links. So I've set the items up, but I actually have no idea how I tag them during the video. Okay, so just a few dots. So like that. I hope the rain has stopped again for you, Kerry. I know you said yesterday there's still a lot of flood water there for you, but I really hope it has started to recede and that there isn't any more on the way imminently. Okay, I think that will do. Okay. So just handling this carefully so I don't get glue really where I don't need it. Okay. Not worried about glue in the main bit there, I just don't want it seeping out around the edge. Okay, so I appreciate it's not a lot there to see, but you saw me pop it down. Okay, so now I'm going to cut a strip which I've got here, and I'm going to focus it on the top. Now, one thing I do need to bear in mind is that I use the same part for the top each time, just in case there's a difference. I know these ones in the middle will be okay. So I think what I'm going to do, be on the safe side, is just mark the top so that I'm working down the right way. So just using a Sharpie on there, and no doubt that that will disappear anyway. Pretty swift. Oh bless you, Kerry, no rain forecast for today, thank goodness for that. Okay, let's see which way. These two are, I can't quite work out. I think I'm going to do that like that. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to bring the machine up because you won't see a great deal in this small space, so I'm going to put this one underneath this top piece here, and it's this band that I'm going to collect the pieces for, like so. So I'm just going to pop that through, and as I'm not cutting the whole die, it won't take too long, she says. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I've still got my markings at the top. And then I'm just going to work in from here. And there is a very blunt piece at the top, the tiniest top flattened off. So this is how this is going to go. So just going to add the glue onto here. I'm not going to touch the glue onto the pieces because it'll just go everywhere, and I think I'm just going to have, like I have here, the full pieces and not fill in these half pieces, but we'll see. So that slightly blunt piece is on the top. So as I said when I posted yesterday, it's a bit like painting by numbers, well, even more so today. Go. Now obviously you could cut out a whole one of every one, but for me that's just too many pieces. Too many pieces floating around. So I'm going to keep the two side pieces in case I decide to add those back in. I quite like this more natural look where it's complete pieces, but I'm just going to keep those to one side. I'm going to keep this because I might use that for something else, and sling these pieces away. Hi Tracy, I hope that you're well. So that was Pool Party. The next one up is Balmy Blue, and this is going in that second row, like so. So I'm just going to sort of centralize it like that and pop it through. Okay, so this is my last line here, Night of Navy. And I'm making sure, and if you can see that, there's just a little blunt end as opposed to the pointy end. So I'm just making sure that that fits in the bottom, like that. And the last one. There we go. Also reminds me of like a mermaid's body, that sort of pattern design. Okay, now yesterday we did try with the triangles, so I'm just going to put a couple on and we'll have a look and see whether we need the edges. I quite like the organic nature of that. Can't even pick it up. But let's put a few in. And let me know if you think we should include those. And I've got that the wrong way, but so there's a smaller one on the right and a larger one on the left. So we think that that finishes it off. Like so. That's the two. So I just kept these for those lines as we went along. What do we think? Kerry likes it without. Yeah, I think I do, because the only problem with that is I feel the need to put the top and bottom one in. And of course I haven't got different colours for those, although I could use the same. But I'll see what anybody else says, see if anybody prefers the edges. Brenda likes it with the edges. Let's see. It's not the right edge, that one is. One, two, three. What do we reckon? With, without, with, without, with, without. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Oh, I can't decide. Maybe I could do it with, just so that we've got something slightly different. Of course, I've thrown away the top row. I think I've got the right ones there. So the top row was pool party. Let me find. Is that pool party? Yes. I'll just cut the very top triangles. I've still got my little marker. So maybe I will do this with the edges, just so that I've got something different, but you'll have to bear with me. Scissors. Just going to cut a small strip to put in there, and I got it marked as the top. Just in case they're different. And have I got the edges? Yeah, I've got the edges. Sorry everyone. I think this is definitely one that I need to replay at 3 times the speed or something. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Okay. So I think I'm going to do it with the edges. I appreciate it's a little bit painful for you to watch. So let's do these ones first. I'll take my glasses off, see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, like your top and bottom. Yeah, I think it definitely needs, if you're going to do it square, it needs to be square right the way across. You're right, Tracy. Oh, that's the one I'm doing. Let's grab my take your pick tool. Just lift these up. I'm deliberately not taking them all off to do them because I know what I'm like. I will lose one en route, almost certainly. This is where the take your pick tool with the putty would be good. So like this one here, I'm just about to lose anyway. Okay. We also have in the new catalogue the new tweezers. So if you struggle picking things up, the tweezers would be good for this because they are reverse tweezers. So you squeeze to let go and you let go to hold it. If that makes any sense. Okay. I'm sorry about the noise from the window. That's from our over the road, they're also doing some scaffolding. Just so noisy. Oh, but at least they're not shouting and swearing. Okay, so these ones, and then I've got these edges as well. Top and bottom. So let's do the top, and then I can tip the rest of it out. So this also reminds me, not that I've ever done it, but of, is it diamond painting? I know quite a lot of our team do that. Not that I've ever done it, but it sort of reminds me of that whole thing. Come on. Go. So I hope you ladies in Australia are enjoying a hot drink. Yes, stunning effect, but it does take time to do, for sure. There we go. So I think those triangles are equilateral triangles, because it doesn't seem to mind which way I put those in. And then let's see what I haven't attached. Just those at the bottom. That was my calculation anyway. So just a little bit for each. Like that. Oh, good. Right, let's see if these are the same right the way around. Got that on the wrong side. Okay, nearly there, folks. Yeah, I'm definitely going to load this up and speed up the bit in the middle. I've not done that on YouTube, so that'll be fun, just trying that. Oh, wrong way around. You won't get in there. Okay, so I've got a little bit of glue on the top of there, so once that's dry, I'll use my adhesive remover just to go over that. Woohoo! We made it! Thank you, Sana, for all those hearts. My goodness. Yeah. I won't be doing one of those for all of my customers. I'm really sorry. Oh dear, never mind. I definitely think it was worth it. So the question is, what sentiment I'm going to put on there? I do quite like this small one that I used here. What's new? It would make a great birthday card as well, doesn't it? But I just think That or hello. Let me just might grab a hello out. Thank you, Tracy, Kerry, everybody. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. Small. I wanted to use Forever Firm, but I just can't quite see it. So the suggestion yesterday, which I think was Kerry's, which I thought was brilliant, absolutely inspired, was to use the Alphabet set. So this has matching tags, but it's got numbers and letters as well as characters. So you could do a hashtag SU, for example, or has it got a heart? Because you could do I heart you. No, it hasn't, has it? But they would be great because, as we said, you could stamp them on here on the lighter colours. You could even stamp them on here and heat emboss them. I'm looking for Forever Fern because that's got a little hello on it and it's just quite bold. But I've got Here For You that would work on there. Whether it's a little bit too small, I don't know. Let's have a look. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh no, it's a bit too deep. Okay, I'm going to, you've seen enough of me, I'm going to go and find my Forever Fern in a minute and my hello. Yes, it was Jane. On the base, I started just after 10 and it's 10 to 11. Yes. It does look like a stained glass window, actually. You're quite right. You're quite right. And you could, of course, here's another idea. Intersperse these with patterned paper. If you had some coordinating pattern paper like our in colour paper. There's another idea. And you don't have to fill the whole thing. This was a bit of a challenge, really, but it worked. So I will finish this off with a hello sentiment. I'm going to pop across there because it just fits really nicely with this banner edge. And I just don't want to cover it up after all that hard work. I will trim the top as well. So I want it a little, I didn't put it on particularly centrally. So there we go. That's all I'm going to bore you with now. So I'm going to pop it onto YouTube. And if you want to hop over there later and see it at fast speed, I think that would be good fun. Oh, thank you, Kerry. Right, so that's me done for the moment. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, here at the same time, 10 AM, for another in the series, using these dies. So lots of different ideas. I think I have to have a go with Kerry's idea using this. So watch out for that. If you're able to join me tomorrow, Wednesday at 10 AM UK time. Oh, thank you, Kerry. I shall be here. And if not, you can watch it on catch up on YouTube or on Facebook later on. So thank you so much. I will finish this off and pop a finished photo, and I hope you like it. And if you have the dies, I hope you have a go. Thank you so much. Take care now. Thanks for watching. Bye.